an update tonight in a case we first brought to you on Night Court months ago after a judge dismissed a lawsuit against Subway that accused the chain of deceiving the public over its tuna subs, my personal favorite. The plaintiffs have filed a third suit. They say they have now new test results they claim shows samples taken from one California location had no detectable tuna DNA, actually contained chicken, pork, or beef instead. Meanwhile, Subway says the plaintiffs just keep changing their story. Let's bring in tonight's Legal Eagles, data privacy specialist and attorney Sarah Gounder, along with criminal defense attorney Bob Bianchi. Welcome back, guys.
How you doing, Shannon?
Hi, Shannon.
Okay, Exhibit A. This comes from the complaint by these folks. They say of the 20 samples tested, 19 of them had no detectable tuna DNA sequences whatsoever. They go on to say all 20 of the samples contained detectable sequences of chicken DNA. A majority of the samples contained detectable sequences of pork DNA, and some of the samples contained detectable sequences of cattle DNA. Sarah, they're making the claims that the tuna is not a tuna sub.
Well, the issue is not with the sample here. The issue is with the lab where they tested this. So I bring that up because the lab where they tested is actually a credible lab, but it specializes in identifying live or fresh tissue, not a cooked product or finished product like this tuna. So that's going to be the issue here, and this is going to be dismissed based on that because this is faulty testing.
Okay. Well, that's something they're going to have to look at the evidence. Exhibit B, Subway does this. It knows that all this rumor stuff is out there in these lawsuits. So they have a fact check on their website. It says, we test our tuna regularly to ensure it meets Subway's stringent quality and safety requirements. Don't have to take our word for it. Applied Food Technologies is one of the only labs in the country with the ability to test broken down fish DNA. AFT conducting more than 50 individual tests on 150 pounds of Subway's tuna for inside edition, and confirmed yellowfin and or skipjack tuna in every sample. Bob, they say the tests by the people who know how to do this are finding tuna in every bit of their sandwiches.
Yeah, well, the UCLA people, they did a test, and there have been two publications that have actually done it at other independent lab testing that claim that they can do this, and they're coming to the same results that these plaintiffs are coming to, that there's other, hey, listen, if they can find DNA of cattle and pork and chicken, I don't think their machine has like an anti-tuna dial on it. There's obviously, the bottom line is there's obviously other products than tuna. What is going on here? I think that they need to, the judge needs to keep this case in progress, let them do discovery, let the experts decide what it is. Because look, I like it too, Shannon, but I want to know that I'm eating tuna, especially for religious reasons. I don't eat meat on certain days. And now I'm confused because these labs are coming up with the idea that there's stuff more than tuna in there, and they advertise it as 100% tuna.
Yeah, and they're raising, as you said, their ethical, religious, and dietary issues so that consumers actually know what they're getting. You both get a quick final closing argument, about 15 seconds each. Sarah, then Bob.
One thing about the testing itself, just remember, when you cook something, that degrades the DNA. So this could be faulty testing again.
Bob?
I think that if Sarah likes these tuna subs, she's going to wait until she gets a final determination.
Okay, we'll see. The story seems to not ever be over, so we will check it out. Sarah and Bob, thank you.
Thank you,
Thanks, Shannon.
So.